beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel where we dive into the fabulous world of lifestyle, beauty, and fashion. I'm Marina and today's video is all about indulging you in the secrets of my vanity haven. So maybe you've seen my vanity in previous videos and I think that I did a really great job with it. I used to not have a vanity and having one is honestly a game changer, especially one that's really nice and organized too. I've got something really special about my vanity and maybe you can already tell what it is, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Hit that subscribe button and join our incredible community and let's glam up together. Let's start with the furniture pieces. My vanity is actually from Amazon. It was very, very inexpensive. And the reason I picked it is because honestly, I liked the way it looked. Like that's what caught my eye, but also because it was a very, very affordable price. But I did have a few problems with it. First of all, when it arrived, there were some parts of it that were bumped or dented or a little bit broken. Luckily, none of the bumps or the dents are really visible. They were all kind of like towards the back or the inside of the vanity. Second of all, it was a little bit hard to put together. It was kind of like an IKEA furniture piece, but it was much harder to put together because it was just way worse quality. And what I mean by that is like some of the things didn't exactly line up. Like some of the holes for like the little screws, like the little pins or whatever, they weren't big enough or they were a little bit crooked. There were also a lot of pieces. So it's made out of that like typical particle board that like cheap furniture is usually made of. The paint is very pretty though. It's like a white, but it's a little bit shimmery. There's like a slight sheen to it. I also like the cabinet on the side a lot. I thought that the glass was very, very gorgeous. I loved like the fluted glass. It has a slight greenish blue tint to it. And of course, all of the hardware is gold. And I love that. I love gold. It's like my favorite right now. I know that's kind of basic. It's like a nice dark muted gold. It's not like a super bright in your face like yellow gold. The really nice thing about this vanity also is that it's kind of adjustable to your needs. So as you can see, it has like this cabinet on the side and you can pick which side the cabinet goes on, the left or the right. The other adjustable part of it is the width because you can actually push it in closer together or pull it out, which is really nice because it gives you a bit more control with like how much space it takes up. Next, I have this mirror. It came separately from the vanity, also from Amazon, and it's a nice light up mirror. So the lights are on the back of the mirror. It's like a backlit mirror and it has these two buttons on the front. They're like kind of like touch screen or touch sensitive buttons. So this one controls the light. There's 3 settings for like the warmth of the light. There's like a cool tone, a neutral, and a warm light. And then if you press and hold, it actually controls the brightness, which is super cool. So you can kind of make it brighter or dimmer depending on your needs. This other button is like a defogging button. And I think it's meant to be used for like if you have this mirror in the bathroom and you are showering. I don't know if that works really well or not because I obviously don't have it in my bathroom. And I specifically went out to look for a backlit mirror because I thought it would look a little bit nicer to not see like the light strips or like the light ring around the mirror. The one downside that I have discovered with this is that it illuminates all of the issues on your wall. So if you have a crusty, bumpy, old wall, it's going to enhance all of those bumps. So that's just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, I do think it's really nice to have it backlit. It's just like so fancy. In terms of installation, it was pretty easy. I think I put it in a stud. I think I just got lucky. And if not, then wall anchor. Honestly, it's so easy, you guys, to hang stuff on the wall. I've done it so many times at this point in this apartment. So if you're scared of that, don't be. It's really not bad. This mirror comes with a plug, so you can plug it into the wall, but it also has instructions for how you can permanently mount it to the wall in your bathroom. But that's definitely more of a solution for like a permanent home because you'd have to drill like a big hole in the wall and like mess with the wiring. So but it's an option and I think that's really cool. The next big eye-catching thing is this hanging jewelry display. And this is the little extra hidden gem that I have. And would you believe it that it's actually a DIY? And it is like my favorite thing in this apartment, probably. The nice thing about this jewelry organizer is that you could use it for plenty of other things too. You could use it for like a Polaroid display or just a decoration piece. It is both functional and decorative. It is so pretty and I really like like how it's more of like a natural, rustic vibe compared to like the glamorous vibe of the vanity. So I think that this piece really balances it out. I'm so proud of it. I'm gonna walk you through really quick how to make this jewelry organizer yourself. And if you want like a more in-depth video, let me know. You first want to go and look for a branch. Then I washed the branch. I chose to sand it down because I kind of just like that look a little bit better. And also the bark can fall off and flake off if you don't sand it. You probably want to use an electric sander for this because doing it by hand would take forever. I didn't finish it with anything. I didn't put any sort of like stain or glaze or top coat or anything on it because I just really like the natural look, but if you want to, you can totally have some sort of like finish to it. So I actually got these gold nails specifically for this project, but also to use around the apartment because they just look so much better than your standard steel nails. And this pack came with like a bunch of different sizes and it was so inexpensive on Amazon. Probably one of my favorite apartment purchases, honestly. So anyway, I took like the little tiny nails from the pack and I nailed them in with like a hammer. Then I decided where I wanted to put it, and then I just nailed in 2 bigger nails under the branch where it could balance on, basically. So yeah, nothing crazy to get it up on the wall. It's like literally just balancing on these 2 nails. I really, honestly, this is like one of my best ideas so far. You could always get like a standard jewelry organizer, but this just worked so well and it just looks so pretty. Like I said, it's functional and decorative, so it's just like the perfect combination. That's just like the ultimate small apartment hack, is that combine your functional pieces and your decorations together, because then you won't need to get separate furniture or separate storage, and you won't need to get separate decorations. It just works so well. All right, so now I also have this little fuzzy stool, and I got this from Michael's quite a few years ago. It's just so cute. It's so glamorous. It has like these little wooden legs. I've seen similar stools at Target and in Home Goods, so definitely check those places out for something like this. I guess in terms of other like big standout pieces, you might be noticing this hair dryer that's just hanging on the wall by my vanity. But what I want to talk about is the actual thing that it's hanging on. It's like the sticky hook specifically made for hair dryers. It actually came with 2 pieces. This one is the one that the hair dryer is supposed to hang on, and then this smaller hook is for like the plug to hang up the plug. I don't want the plug hanging on display. I put the plug straight into this little cord control box where it's kind of concealed and hidden, and I use this little extra hook just to hang my headphones by my desk actually. But anyway, the actual sticky hook, oh my god, like you guys, it's so sticky. It sticks on so well. It doesn't budge. So when you're putting it on, you want to be careful. Make sure you level it and everything before you stick it on, because you will not be able to move it. I have a feeling it might peel off the paint when I try to take it off, but that's okay. And if you don't want to use the sticky part of it, then there's actually holes for like screws that you can actually use to screw into the wall. I think in terms of all like the big pieces, that's kind of it. So let's actually talk about like what's on my vanity and in my vanity. I'm not going to talk about the products too much. If you are interested in like the skincare and beauty products that I really like, then I actually just put out a 2023 favorites video. So go ahead and watch that because I talk about a lot of my skincare and makeup and other self-care products in that. But let's just talk about the thing as a whole, I guess. So on my vanity, I like to keep all of my makeup brushes and some of my makeup as well, just because I think it looks kind of decorative. My makeup brushes are so pretty. If you have pretty makeup brushes, then like, why not use them as some sort of decor? Without anything on the vanity, it just looks a little bit empty. And I like to have some decoration, not too crazy, no clutter, just decor. So I got the little containers for them at Home Goods in like the bathroom section. I also have a bunch of Q-tips here because those are obviously really great to clean up your makeup if you make like a little mistake. This thing on my vanity is a phone charger. I don't really use my phone at my vanity too much, but it's nice to just have a little phone stand / charger there. In the other corner of my vanity, I have just some skincare products. These are just here mostly because they're the most aesthetic skincare products that I have. I think they just look really pretty on display. It works really well. Once again, use your products as decor. Like, why not? It just kind of frees up some space in the drawers too. Now this little section over here, I don't even know what to call it. It's a little bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you put a lot of stuff in there, it kind of looks messy, but you also don't want to waste the space. For now, I just have my little jewelry box. I also have all of my hairbrushes here just because they are quick and easy to grab. And you also can't see them from far away, I'm just being honest. So it just makes sure that it doesn't look messy. Like, I have a few of these like little jewelry trays just for like my most used jewelry, because honestly, you guys, jewelry boxes have never really been the most convenient in my opinion. So in the pull-out drawers, I just have my makeup in one of them and then my skincare in the other. I have a slight problem with these pull-out drawers just because they are a little bit small and a little bit short. I have these little clear drawer organizers inside, and I think this is another like slight mistake that I made, because I think that these particular ones are just a little bit too small for makeup and skincare. Like, they will fit a few things in them, but not enough. This little gap on the side where you can like use it to adjust the width of your vanity, I just have my sunglasses here, and then at the front I just have like my little skincare headband, just because it kind of conceals like the mess of the sunglasses. And now the cabinet, this definitely is like the biggest storage space. It comes with one shelf and it is adjustable in height. There's like a couple of tiers that you can pick from. So this is where I keep all of the things that I use a little bit less. Like, I keep all my hair stuff in here first of all, because the hair stuff is like huge and it wouldn't fit in the other drawers. And then on the bottom I keep the stuff that I use the least, because it's like the least convenient to grab. It's like kind of like a reach. You have to probably like, you know, squat down or whatever. So I do have like this giant box under my vanity, and this isn't like the ideal situation, but this is my Dyson. The storage box is so nice, but it just doesn't fit anywhere. So it's just like on the floor here, it's fine. And on top of that, I have like a little cardboard box, which is kind of like my hair accessories box for now. I'm not really sure. I might need to like figure that out a little bit more, but right now I just have like all of my headbands and hair bows. And this isn't part of my vanity, but I feel like I should mention it. I also have a couple of baskets at my nightstand that have some other like beauty self-care things. So I have like a basket with all of my extra lotion, hand creams, and a chapstick and everything like that that I use right before bed. Then of course I do keep some things in the bathroom, like my face wash, my shampoo and body wash of course, because that's where I use them. And then if I have like a lot of extra stuff, then I just keep it in my linen closet. It's not the most perfect system. I'm still working on it, but hopefully this gave you some insight on how you can organize your vanity, or like how to set up your vanity, what furniture to get, how to decorate it, how to make it look nice and aesthetic. Let me know if you have a favorite part of my vanity, but also let me know if you have any suggestions or tips or advice for how I can improve it, or if you have any like product recommendations, like please feel free to leave comments, because I love trying new things. I love reading suggestions and improving everything in my life. That's kind of my whole thing. Hit that subscribe button and maybe even click that bell notification button so that you don't miss any of my videos. Little shameless plug, if you have Instagram, please follow me on there. I've been making a lot more reels and a lot more like posts on there and stories. So if you want to get a little bit more personal with me in my life, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.